Hello dear students, today's science lesson. So we have started one new unit 4 classification. We have just started the first lesson of this unit 4.1. Okay, so I hope you remember that our previous class. We were dealing with 4.1 taking stock. So we have completed page number 44. So please take page number 45 today. Learning objective, learn about species. We have studied about it. Now what affects their numbers? Okay. So till now we have discussed what are species, what are offsprings. I hope you remember the children of this are called offsprings. And then what is a mule? We have discussed about Yangtze dolphin. I hope you all remember all those things. Anyway, this lesson is very, very easy since this is the starting lesson. So we will start a new topic. Please take the correct page number and then changing populations. Okay, so in the screen you can see the diagram, the picture of a rat, right? Hope you all know what is a rat. So rat species is not likely to die out. So basically, in our previous class we have discussed about extinction. Remember? So extinction was that that particular animal will no longer exist in this world, right? For example, it was like Yangtze dolphin. Anyway, so here what we are talking is about rat. Rat is not likely to die out easily because it increases in their number. Never it decreases its number. Till now I'm talking. There are more than 60 million of them in the UK. In United Kingdom only, if we are only considering UK, about 60 million rats are there. So such a huge number of rats are present over there. Only UK. So if we are considering the whole world, it will be like such a big number. Rat numbers are rising and they are a serious pest. So what do I mean by pest? Pest is like not a beneficiary animal. That is some animals which disturbs the life of other animals including human beings. That is pest. So rat is a serious pest. Its number is always increasing. They spread disease, ruin crops, food stores and chew through cables. Okay, so they are doing all these things, all the disturbance, like they usually spread disease. You know, plague. It was such a serious disease during our early times. Not now, but still it is there. But at that period, during like decades before, the outbreak of plague. Now we are dealing with this coronavirus and all right, COVID. But at that period, plague was such a serious disease. So it was like usually spread by rats. Okay, so rats usually spread many diseases. Of that, one important one is plague. Now they ruin crops, you know. So they ruin all the agriculture. Rat, they destroy the agriculture land, the agricultural products, they destroy everything. And food stores, yeah, you can see in the storeroom, it will be present. They usually disturb and destroy every kinds of food items. And chew through cables. Even they don't even leave cables, of electric cables even, you know. They chew almost everything, even wooden things, plastic things. They chew everything and destroys it. So that is the peculiarity of rat. So it never decreases in number. Usually it is always increasing its number. So here we are discussing about food chain. I think you know what is food chain. What is this food chain? Food chain is something that is a chain in which one animal eats the other and so on, right? So always for the food chain, the first member will be a plant because plants make their own food. Can you name the process? Yeah, photosynthesis. So anyway, by photosynthesis, plants make their own food, and because of that, they will be the first member of a food chain. And the plants are eaten by some small animals, that is herbivores. You know herbivores? Herbivores are the animals which only eat plants, right? These herbivores are eaten by carnivores. Carnivores are the animals, they eat animals. And some are eaten by omnivores. You know what is omnivore? Omnivores are something which eat everything. Everything, okay? Plants, animals and everything. That is omnivores. So anyway, that is food chain. Anyway, here we are discussing a small thing about food chain. First point. Herbivores eat plants and carnivores eat animals. Okay, you know that herbivores eat. Herbivores, one example, can you give me? Rabbit, right? Carnivore, can you give me? That is tiger. So anyway, herbivores eat plants, carnivores eat animals, but rats are omnivores. So remember, Rats are omnivores. Omnivores means they eat everything. They eat anything. So rats are part of many different food chains. So that is the peculiarity of rats. Since they are eating everything, they can eat plants, they can eat animals, they can eat everything. Because of that, they will not only be part of one food chain, they will be always a part of different food chain. Okay, you can see, I will show you one picture after the slide. The arrows in each chain point from the food to the animal that eats it. So the arrows which I'm discussing in the next slide. The animals that eat rats are their predators and rats are their prey. So what do I mean by predator? For example, if a tiger is eating a rabbit, tiger is the predator because tiger is hunting that rabbit and eating it, right? So the tiger is the predator and what it is eating, that is the rabbit. They are called prey. Okay, so don't forget predators and prey. The animals that eat rats are their predators and rats are their prey. So you have to understand the two words, predators and prey. Predators means those who are eating the small ones and prey means those who are eaten by the bigger animals. Okay, so I will show you one food chain. In the textbook, you can see this food chain. It is like a completely mixed, a complex food chain if you are seeing. So these arrow marks shows that the rats are eaten by everything. Okay. So since rat is an omnivore, you can see it belongs to different food chains. So here you can see that rat eats small animals, right? And it also eats different plants. So it is eaten by cat, it is eaten by snake. So you can see all of the animals. It's a complex food chain. So this is an example of a food chain which you can see in your textbook. So we will read out some of the questions related to this. So we have already discussed till question number 7. So please take till question number 6. So please take question number 7 in your textbook. Are rats in danger of becoming extinct? So do you think that they are becoming extinct? No, we have told that always the number of rats are always increasing and increasing. So rats are not in danger of becoming extinct. You know the word extinct, right? What is extinction? That means extinction means an animal does not exist anymore in the world. Okay. So why are rats a serious pest? Why are they a serious pest? Because they are always destroying our life. They are disturbing our life in every sense. You can see examples because they are a serious pest because they spread disease, they ruin crops, food stores and chew through cables. So this is given in your textbook. This is the reason why rats are serious pests. So these questions are 9, 10 and 11 are related to this food chain which I have already showed you. So, choose a prey to complete this food chain. So, this is the food chain. This is question mark. Then that means question mark. It is eaten by rat. So, it goes like that. Actually, we have to mention by an arrow mark. But in your textbook, it is given like this. So, for your easy understanding, I have made it arrow mark. Anyway, so this is the food chain. You have to complete it. That means one question mark is there. That means which animal or plant belongs here. So it is eaten by rat. The rat is eaten by, in turn, eaten by eagle. So from this diagram, this is eagle, right? So from this diagram, you can write. So the rat eats something. What do a rat eat from this diagram? So two things a rat eat, right? One is this many different plants. Another one is many small animals. So you can write anything and that means frog or any other small animal that is eaten by rat. Any other, you can mention anything. It can be fish, it can be snail, anything. Okay. So frog or any other small animal, then it is eaten by rat and it is eaten by eagle. So you have to fill over here. You can expect such questions. Okay. Not this exactly, something different. So for example, you can expect a gap over here, right? So that means frog, it is eaten by dash. Then it is eaten by eagle. Then what will you fill? You should fill rat. You have to find a middle organism in the food chain. Now, next 10th question. Choose a carnivore to complete this chain. Okay. So waste food. Waste food is eaten by rat. Okay. Rat is eaten by which animal? You have to complete it. Any carnivore. You can make any carnivore, right? What are you writing? Dog, fox or snake or bird of prey. That means eagle or cat. So you can write any of this carnivore, either cat or bird of prey, or dog, or fox, or snake. So any of this you can write. Now 11th question. Name 3 other predators that attack rats. So any other predators, please tell. It's very easy. Any 3. Cat, dog, fox, or snake, fox, dog, or bird of prey, cat, dog, etc. So you can write anything which you like. Questions are over. So now next point. A warm, well-fed rat can give birth once a month to 6 young at a time, and her daughters start mating when they are 3 months old. See, this is very interesting as well as see. You cannot, this is completely like, you cannot imagine it. See, because a well-fed rat, it can give birth once in a month. So once in a month, it is giving birth to 6 young rats at a time. Okay. So during one delivery, one rat is giving birth to 6 small rats. And each of these small rats, within 3 months old, they will start mating and producing babies. So this is very much great, no? So that is why the number of rats is always increasing and increasing. Never ever they are becoming extinct. We don't know what will happen in the future, but at present this is the condition of rat. So once in a month, they will give birth to young ones. That means 6 young ones. And each of these young rats will start mating at the age of 3 months old, when they are 3 months old. Okay, next point. So rat numbers go up fast where there are no predators. So because always the rat is increasing and increasing, that much predators are not increasing, right? Only small numbers of predators are there, but rats are a large number. So even if predators are eating, much of the rats are left. That is why its number is always increasing. So we will discuss some other questions. So please take question number 12. Takeaway food is often dropped in the street or put in open bins. So this is what is happening in our daily life, right? How might this affect rat numbers? So even now you can see that when we are putting our waste food materials and all other things in the open bins, you can see many rats in that. Okay. Why? Because rat numbers might increase as the extra food would make it easier to feed their offspring, right? Rat numbers will increase because it will be very easy for the rat to feed their offspring. And you know, if the rat is well fed, then it will start giving birth within once in a month, and each of these young rats will again give birth within a very short period. Okay, so that is why rat numbers will always increase. Now 13th question. How are rats affected when stray cats and dogs are removed from the streets? So this will also, because rat numbers would increase if their predators were removed. So you know that cats and dogs are the predators of rats. So if these cats and dogs are removed, there won't be any predators for rats, and so that their number will always increase. Okay. Now 14th question. Rat poison harms birds of prey. Birds of prey means example is eagle. Okay. Why do we have to use more poison now than we used to? So please tell me that. Can you guess the answer? Answer is, we have to use more poison now than we used to because there are fewer birds of prey to eat them. So we know that the rats number is increasing day by day, but the predators are not increasing. The eagle number is not increasing. That is why we have to use more poison. And not only that, even the rat poison always harms what? The eagles and all. So because of that, they are also dying. So their number is decreasing, but the rat number is not decreasing. Okay. So these are the summing up questions. So 15th question, what is a species? We have discussed this. Species is a group of plants or animals that can breed and produce fertile offspring. Why can't we say exactly how many species there are? 16th question. Answer is, we can say exactly how many species there are because new ones keep being discovered and non-species become extinct. List 2 things that affect animal numbers. Are affected by their food supply and number of predators hunting them. So 18th question. Most rat predators will also eat squirrels. How might the number of squirrels be affected if all rats were poisoned? So number of squirrels would drop if all rats were poisoned because their predators would need to eat squirrels instead. 19th question. Rats often hide in boats dawn. The rats can swim ashore when the boat is near land. What problems can this cause? Answer. When rats land on islands and 19th question answer is that when rats land on islands and where there is plenty of food, they have no predators, their numbers multiply rapidly, they can rapidly wipe out birds populations. So this is where, see, you can understand, if there is no predator, then very easily the number of rats can increase, then they can completely avoid what all their. So this is all about this question. So we have discussed almost every questions of this lesson. I will give you a small summary of this lesson. Each type of animal or plant is a species. So in this lesson we are discussing about species, right? So each type of animal or plant is a species. Members of a species can produce fertile offspring. Okay, so members of a particular species can produce fertile offspring. So remember, mule is infertile because its father is a donkey and mother is a horse. So it is the offspring of two different species. So that is why it is infertile. So if the members are of one particular species, they can produce fertile offspring. A species number increase if they have plenty of food and few predators. So if the number can very easily increase, for example, in the case of rat, when there is a lot of food and when there is less number of predators. So this is a summary of this lesson that we have learned. Thank you so much, dear children. So this is all about today. Now we can discuss and we can start a new lesson in our next class. So till then, take care. Thank you.